Hey, Lisa Turner here. I'm the founder of Psychademy, and today I want to talk to you about negative emotions. So if you've ever had any kind of therapeutic process, or if you use any therapeutic process with your clients, you've probably come across this idea of negative emotions, things like anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt. And there's often this idea, and a lot of therapies do this, where you have to remove or release the negative emotion. Well, today I want to come at it from a completely different angle. What if there was only one emotion? And it was love. Only one energy, and it's love. So the idea is this: you're an infinite being with an infinite amount of energy or love that can flow through you. And the idea is it should flow completely freely throughout your being. What happens is you have some kind of event that you label as negative and that you perceive as not loving. This installs a resistance in your neurology. It's like a block. That's where that word comes from, I think. And so love can't flow. So it's not that you have a negative emotion. What you feel is resistance to love. So here's an example, or some examples. So with all of the emotions that we might label anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt, they could all be labeled as, or relabeled as, resistance to love. So anger is the feeling you might feel if somebody did something to you that you perceive as unloving. You know, when you're driving and someone cuts you up on the motorway or whatever. And obviously there's worse than that. So anger. Sadness is the feeling you feel when you think you've lost something that you love, or that you've lost, you know, whether it's an event that's now past or a person that's no longer with you. Hurt, anger, sadness, fear. Fear is the feeling you feel when you might lose something, so you're afraid that you will lose something that you love. Hurt is the feeling you feel. Notice it's similar to anger. It's the feeling you feel when you think that somebody has done something to you that's unloving, or when love was withheld. So an example of this is when you didn't get invited to the party or you got left out. So then, and the final one that we talk about is guilt. Now guilt's interesting because guilt's the feeling you feel when you think you didn't love someone else enough. So rather than releasing the emotion, then you have to kind of do something to fill that hole, and a lot of therapies work like that. What we do in Psychademy is we train our students to remove the resistance to love. We call this conscious emotional transformation. Then love flows infinitely again. So what do you think? What do you use? How does it work for you? You interested in releasing the resistance to love so you can experience infinite love? I would be. Anyway, bye for now.